Can we talk about like we care about love? You know, I know, you know, yeah, yeah.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I will be making a 1:400 terminal diorama, and it's gonna be a big project. As you can see, this is something what I'm going for. This is just like the side profile, like a little blueprint I made. I guess the first thing I would say if you're trying to make a diorama too is visualize what you're trying to make, because that'll make it so much easier and you can easily make adjustments than just keeping it all cramped into your head. But with that, let's finally get into it. The first step of making a diorama is finding a board where you're gonna make it. Preferably I would say use a wooden board. It can be as small as you want, it can be as big as you want. We're not making a full-scale airport, so primarily it would be on the smaller end of things. So what I'm doing here is making grooves in the wood. The effect I'm going for is on real life airports, they have these squares that are concrete pads. Basically, these concrete pads are there if one of them breaks, they can easily replace it without repainting the whole apron, and that is what I'm going for. I could have just drew it on, but I feel like it'll look really nice if I actually etched it in there. When we're done with painting and everything, this is all the work that we have to do for the board right now. The next step is actually making our structures. That could be a hanger or a terminal in my case. I designed everything in a CAD program and started printing it on my 3D printer. Once everything finished 3D printing, it was time to glue everything together. I started first with the main exterior walls and then continued on the interior smaller pieces. I then started work on the interior of the terminal. This diorama is going to be very special since it's going to have a fully furnished interior in 1:400 scale. It's going to have a main terminal gate area and also a smaller area where an Air France lounge is going to go. Everything that you see me gluing on was all printed on a 3D printer, except the people and the paper that was glued on earlier. It's just amazing what you can really do with a 3D printer, especially for 1:400 scale. You can really enhance your airports and also dioramas. I finally returned to the board and started making the final markings for the gate, apron, and also the access roads. The final thing that I added to this airport was the fairy lights to the roof of the airport. I got these fairy lights from IKEA a couple months back when I thought of the idea of making this terminal. But it took me some time to actually realize this idea and make it possible. And this was probably the most annoying and tedious part of adding these lights. Just adding even the smallest possible lights that you can buy to a really already compact building and making it all work was really hard, but I made it work. Well, alrighty everybody, here is the finished result. As you can see, it just looks spectacular with the baseboard and also the terminal. Everything is combined into an amazing result. The only thing I feel like is missing is some nature. This could use some green grass, but it's still very, very nice. But with that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and of course, fly safe.